Lovely to meet you. I'm Jason from GametechUK. As I say, I have made a few videos about your game. Tell me your name and what you do at Alaskan Truck Sim.
Sure thing. Well, my name's Florian. I'm part of the marketing team here at with Alaskan Road Truckers. I work with Green Man Gaming, one of the publishers on the game.
Yeah.
So I've been working on the game for the last year or so since we've been working with Road Studio, and here at Gamescom, trying to give a first insight in the build up to launch now.
Your stand is fantastic. I love this great big truck. It looks really cool. And the game actually plays really well. I'm quite impressed. I did play your demo, which was quite a while ago. What has moved on since the demo, would you say?
Yeah, so we've the team's been hard at work on all facets of the game. So I think the demo was there to sort of show a concept, show what we had in mind, how we were going to differentiate us from our key comparison. So that's Euro Truck, the American Truck Simulator, Snow Runner, and since then we've been really trying to hone down on the loop of the game. So that's how the yourself as a trucker, how does a day in the life look like, and how the environment affects the trucker, the truck, but also the business. And it's making sure that that whole cycle and that whole loop is rewarding for the player. So Alaska's a very brutal place.
Yes.
The world will throw a lot at you, right? Whether you're driving along a tree, coming down on the road, having to cope with that, making sure that you have the supplies to take the right detours and all that stuff, making sure that that whole cycle is rewarding for the player. So yes, that's the main thing.
You've got some wildlife in there as well, haven't you?
We've added some wildlife. So that's been added actually in the last 2-3 weeks. The team's still working on getting more in. So a few bisons and deers around.
You have got a unique game there, haven't you? There's a lot of hands-on stuff to do.
Yep.
You've got the survival aspect. Do you think your main competitor is Euro Truck and American Truck?
I guess it's a main comparison. We're in a unique spot where we don't really have a direct point of comparison. So we have a lot of expectation having truck in the game title. But really what we've seen over Gamescom is a lot of people are coming over and are quite taken and surprised by the added layer that you wouldn't find, I guess, in these other truck games, where you do a lot of the role playing in your mind, and we're sort of there.
In your mind,
you're sort of there physically doing all the tasks that a trucker would have to do, and all the things you have to think about his own health, making sure he's getting the right amount of sleep, if at all. Sometimes some jobs you just have to take the hit and just haul through to complete that mission. So that's been the main differentiator, I guess, is that survival.
Do you think people playing it as a truck game will be interested in the survival aspect? Obviously, you want to get out of your truck, you want to put all the cables in yourself, but what about the survival aspect of you as a person? Do you think that in your playtest, has that been an attractive part of the game?
It has been very divisive. Like you'll have very much two different kinds of truck simulator. You'll have the purists who are there for driving. For the driving. Anything around that is fluff. But we really hope that we're able to cater to those players as well by providing a very strong driving mechanics. So like in the winter, for instance, you'll feel a very different feel around the wheel. But I feel like for your everyday sort of more casual truck simmers, they struggle with the monotony sometimes of those missions. And adding that whole layer of survival and taking care of your own business, and really sort of the role playing element just comes alive, and that can be really refreshing. But for some, a distraction. So only time will tell how the truck sim community is going to react.
And I noticed here on your background it's very Alaskan based. On your demo, you haven't got winter as yet, have you?
No, and that's purely because of the brutality of winter in Alaska. And a lot of people over Gamescom, it's been their first time behind the wheel.
I heard you say to someone there, have you ever tried a truck sim? And they're like, no. So to put them straight onto the ice.
We actually had a few builds on day one with the winter weather on.
Yeah.
And people are just Tokyo drifting all over the shop. And even though that can be quite a lot of fun, it'll end up costing you a lot of money, crashing into your tree. You get fined by the police. It's quite, the vision just gets completely restricted. So unless you're a hardened trucker.
What do you prefer? Does it look really good at winter?
Winter looks stunning. It is brutal. So I feel for me that's when the light bulbs has to be switched on, because you're reacting to what's on the road. Your health depletes quicker because of the cold. So you have to make sure you stay warm. The food you eat, warm food or canned food, obviously. The food. It's a whole. And for someone who's been playing the game for many months now, it's when that part of your brain starts switching on and it comes alive. So you get to have a bit more interesting rides, I would say.
Now, most of my audience are on console.
Right.
Not most of them, but a lot of them play on console. And trucking has got a massive hole for a decent trucking game like this. Now, I know you've mentioned, is it coming to console? Is that the plan? If so, do you know when?
Yes. So the PC is launching on October 18th on Steam.
Which is only around the corner.
Which is just around the corner. Console, PS5, Xbox Series S and X will soon follow, is what we can say.
That's the
for
official
now.
line.
That's the official line. That's the official line. But we really want to deliver the best experience wherever you're trucking, and the game is playable on a gamepad. It's playable on the keyboard. And it's just making sure that when the game's ready, we want everybody to be having a great experience, and that's the position we're in at the moment. Just to make sure we deliver the PC version and the
so
consoles.
We can beta test it for the console.
Exactly. We'll be definitely hitting out on our Discord community and seeing who's up for some tries. But
this is a single player experience though, isn't it? There's no multiplayer.
It is a single player experience. For now, we've had a lot of questions about multiplayer because of the survival nature, like the Valheims.
Would be great.
Not at the moment. No. So it's something obviously that's come up a lot, and we've certainly thought about it. But we want to deliver the best single player experience. It's a team of 15 developers. At Road Studio, and
is that where you got 50 developers?
15 developers at Road Studio, so it's a small team. It's
50 or 50?
15.
Oh, 15. Oh,
15 developers. So they.
So this really is a tight community, then, isn't it?
It is, and it's a passionate group of people, and they're incredibly talented and extremely dedicated. So we've been here over the last few days. We've heard multiplayer, but we also heard VR. And lots of other questions have come up.
Just do everything.
It's like it makes us salivate, because we obviously want.
You want that.
We want all those things. And we're just focusing on what's our responsibility for this game, and how can we get the best game out to the community, and that's by focusing on
single player. Where is your studio? Where are you based?
Warsaw and Poland. So that's where Road Studio are based. Greenman Gaming as a publisher, we're based in London at the moment. So that's we're a bit diverse. It was nice to meet the team as well on a show like this, so that was good.
Well, I can safely say that I've played many trucking games, and even if you just release that demo running properly on console, you will already be better than pretty much all of them put together. So I'm very excited, actually.
That's really good to hear. Really good to hear.
I think it's got some gameplay elements that console players particularly will be just so excited about.
Oh man, we can't wait for people to get their hands on it, honestly.
Well, thank you for talking to me anyway.
No, thank you very much.
Thanks.